Well, Noriupta was the town that started this year's 16th edition of the Santos Tour Down Under, over 135 kilometres, heading to Angaston. And it's only 5 kilometres away, but not the way the riders went. 3 big laps culminating on the climb of Mengler's Hill. Paul, a big rollout, 138 riders getting settled in. Straight away, as we so often see, 2 Australians out the blocks, and we see Neil van der Ploeg from Uni SA, and we see Will Clark from Drapac, and they're away for a long time.
They were away for an awful long time. They built themselves up a maximum advantage at one stage of 4 minutes, but the main field were thinking how important today's stage was going to be. Slowly but surely, the big teams, the teams we expect to win the Santos Tour Down Under overall, started to move to the pack. And as we came up to the final big climb of the day, the showdown on Mengler's Hill, well, the last rider who was in that two-man breakaway was pulled back into the fold.
Yeah, that was 19 kilometres to go. We've been through Bethany twice and they'd shared out the sprint points there, but notably the second time through Bethany, Simon Gerrans had taken a 1 second time bonus for third place. So by the time we got to the hill, the big boys were firing. We caught the last climber, which was Will Clark, just before the climb, and then some 50 riders pulled away by Nathan Haas on the climb, but it was Adam Hansen who won the points at the top for the Skoda King of the Mountains. Then the race to the finish, and well, it had to be a win by Greipel, didn't it?
It looked exactly as it was supposed to be. We could see Team Lotto on the front, the red and white jerseys, Andre Greipel in the third position, perfectly led out by his teammates. There was only one problem with his idea this afternoon. Locked into his wheel was a man wearing green and gold, Simon Gerrans, the Australian national champion, in an ideal position to pounce.
Well, they'd had 2 dress rehearsals through the finishing town here in Angaston, and it's a slight uphill finish. Greipel was forced to come on to the finishing line a little bit before he wanted to break the wind at the front there, and as a result, a clever little man, Simon Gerrans, was in his slipstream, popped out, stole the day, and more importantly, for a favourite for this race overall, he got a 10 seconds win bonus, so he's built himself an early lead overall in this race.
Yeah, 10 seconds plus the 1 second out on the course puts him in a very solid position. His team's going to have to support him now for the rest of the week, but he knows he's got the team to do it. And to win like that ahead of Greipel, he's got to feel comfortable tonight.
So day one's done. Gerrans in Oka. Tomorrow it's 150 kilometres from Prospect to Stirling.